Hey, what's up, my little title toes? How y'all doing today? And what's up, Sussex squad, y'all? If you are King Charles, you have made yourself into a laughingstock, and the coronation's not even here, y'all. What am I talking about? Charles's coronation is going up in smoke, and it hasn't even started. There's already an hour delay. They're considering building a ramp to go up to the throne because Charles doesn't want to look unkingly climbing into his throne like the petty little tyrant he is. Y'all, we got to talk about this. But the biggest thing is Harry and Meghan aren't coming to that coronation. I'm going to call it right now. Harry and Meghan are not coming to that coronation, y'all. The RSVP was for April 3rd. It's been curtains, crickets for Harry and Meghan. But get this, right? Get this. Because Charles's coronation is still not ready, they are now trying to blame Harry and Meghan for being unprepared with everything because there's going to be 2 empty seats now. Let me just say this before we get into this article. They spent weeks saying, nobody wants you here. We're not going to talk to you. We hate you. He set the coronation date on Archie's birthday. He could have said any date he wanted. He set it on Archie's birthday on purpose. Only thing is, he was trying to be petty. He didn't bother to think, you're setting this on Archie's birthday, but you won't be ready by May 6th. You guys literally acted like you lost your mind. When Meghan said, we can do an event in a few months. And this is for a cookbook. This is for what is it? The working thing where she designed clothes for lower income people that needed to get ready for jobs. I think it was like Dress for Success or something. I don't know why I'm forgetting the name of it. Meghan did all that mess, and she did it not quickly, but with that American can-do attitude where you're like, all right, bet we have 3 months. We can plan a meet and greet in 3 months. I can memorize the speech in a week. Like, you can give me the research and I'll actually do my homework. They literally lost their minds. So please tell me how these same idiots that couldn't keep up with Meghan somehow, I know what y'all thinking, please tell me how they were somehow going to organize a coronation with new gold coaches and all these people in less than a few months. Y'all, this would be funny if it wasn't so sad. First, let's talk about the Meghan and Harry problem. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up a thing. Let's talk about the Meghan and Harry problem. This is the issue I think is most funny. They said Harry and Meghan's coronation delay causing a huge headache for exasperated organizers. You said they weren't welcome. You said they're going to be sat next to the bathroom while the doors open. You basically said people are going to walk by and laugh, point, and spit on them, right? You promised them all sorts of humiliation. And now you're trying to say that the reason that the coronation isn't going is because, yeah, get this. Sources close to Prince Harry confirm no decision has been made by the couple, which means organizers in charge of the details are unable to sign off on plans. The 2 seats in the nosebleed behind the column or whatever, literally, what are their plans? Why can't they sign off on them? Honestly, what are their plans? Are they planning on sitting Harry and Meghan on the front row of the coronation, right in the middle, and they're gonna give Charles and Camilla tomatoes and there's going to be eggs around, and throw them at Harry and Meghan while the turnip tops and all the royals cheer? Yay, get them. What plans did they have? Are they going to slime them Nickelodeon style where they just like sit there and green slime falls in their head? What are they literally? What plans do they have? Because the way they're acting, I'm just in my head thinking, the way they're acting, like they cannot move on and can't do without Harry and Meghan. Here's the thing. I don't think Harry and Meghan's coming, but if they did come, I would love to see these seats that made them roll off. At the end of the day, they're going to try to use Harry and Meghan as excuses on why the well-oiled British institution, that is the monarchy, whose whole job is to put on a show and amaze us, they're going to make excuses on why the show's going to be lame and they're going to underwhelm us. And the fact that they think that blaming Harry and Meghan will do anything, like who's going to care? That's like somebody completely dropping the ball and being like, it was their fault. Okay, but I was counting on you to hold this through. I don't know what they're... Get this. They say that Duke and Duchess of Sussex reluctance to confirm their attendance at the King's coronation has caused huge headaches for the organizers. We have all these rotten tomatoes and we were planning on throwing them. Sources close to Harry confirmed no decision has been made by the couple. Here's the thing. I guess they just don't know American etiquette on when we're being ignorant. Get this. Despite the Sussex who quit the royal roles in 2020 being aware of the April 3rd cutoff date. You guys, the cutoff date to RSVP was April 3rd. It is April 12th, right? The coronation is May the 6th on Archie's birthday. They said Buckingham Palace staff are still none the wiser as to whether they will show up. So after they pulled Archie's bio off the royal website, if you guys don't know, every royal grandchild had a bio. This is Archie, this is his parents, even though Archie and Lilibet were updated to be prince and princess, right? Excuse me, jet lag. Lily's bio was never put up, and Archie's bio, the bio, was actually quietly pulled down. There's also things been circulating that Charles was going to take away Harry's Sussex title, to which Harry probably scoffed, because you don't forget in Megxit, right? Harry and Meghan, well, Harry said he was going to give his titles back to the crown. And the Queen was like, no, you keep them. I say this to say, if Charles does take Harry's title, do you really think Harry's going to care all that much? I mean, this is the thing the royals don't realize, because they think they have the ace card, right? They think that everybody wants to be them. They think, they're that girl, right? When Kate walks down the aisle in the Abbey, she's like, that's right, she in her mood, right? They think that they are the best thing since sliced bread, okay? So they can't imagine that somebody would not want to be. It's like an American not wanting to be a billionaire. No matter what happened, most Americans would not believe, yeah, but you want that $1 billion, right? So they don't seem to understand, like, you took everything from Harry. You took everything from Meghan. You almost drove Meghan to delete herself. There's literally nothing else you can take from them that they would care, because you've already taken everything, and they're living and they're thriving and they're happy. The royals think at the end of the day, Harry is just desperate to stand next to them. The only thing is, you guys are the ones with the losing brand. You guys are the ones that are losers. You guys are the amateur hour that nobody wants to stand next to you. April 3rd. Are you guys that ignorant of American culture that you don't understand if somebody misses your RSVP and basically ghosts you, they're not coming, and they're trying to let you know in an ignorant manner, I'm not coming. Anyway, right? Oh, there's more. So let's hear how they're trying to blame Harry and Meghan for this. Listen. They're saying that the coronation issues are causing palace chaos, from fears for the king to the seating plan. Again, Harry and Meghan's 2 seats in the back behind a pillar, somehow throwing everything in disarray. They're saying seating plans are still not arranged, owing to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who have still not confirmed their attendance despite the April 3rd cutoff point. I'm calling it now. I don't think Harry and Meghan's going, and that'll be a good thing. They said huge fears that the king could stumble over his elaborate robes in front of a television audience of 100 million, prompting aides to draft in emergency builders to construct a ramp up to the throne chair where the 74-year-old sovereign sits after being crowned. How are you that old and still that petty and that vindictive? But I guess you had 74 years just to be angry. But actually, how long has Diana been gone? 25, 20, you had 25, 26 years to sit there and be petty, and you had Camilla pulling the strings. I will say one thing, William and Kate better hope that Charles doesn't trip, because baby, I don't even know how. I know it's probably not in the chart or whatever, but Camilla would 100% find a way to make herself queen, get rid of William. Kate will be thrown back into the streets, right? And she'll probably let George, Charlotte, and Louis be like, you know, like her little chambermaids or something. Anyway, they said key outfits for senior members of the royal family, including Princess of Wales, the Princess Royal, and Princess Anne, and Duchess of Edinburgh, have still not been decided. What are you talking about? Camilla already told you the dress code. You guys are wearing potato sacks, and you guys are gonna have sticks and straws in your hair. Kate, you're gonna have to dust your face, you know, with dirt. And you may have a clean face, but you still have to wear the potato sack with the straw in your hair. That's the Duchess of Edinburgh. What the hell is Sophie wearing besides a scowl and her little cottage cheese? You know what? Let me shut up and move on. They said rows of the Coronation route, with planners opting against a larger procession to keep policing costs down. Wait, they're having fights over the Coronation route? I'm reading this real time if you can. Planners opting against a larger procession to keep policing costs down to avoid scrutiny. And Andrew, you know he had to be here, right? He's furious over the potential ban on wearing elaborate garter night robes following his exile from the royal family. Now, you want to hear something about Andrew, and this is an unpopular opinion. Don't worry, I'm not going to defend him, right? I think that Charles hates Andrew so much that I don't think that any of this scandal at all is playing any difference in how Charles treats Andrew. I think he would have did this regardless. Look at the way he's treating Edward. Look at the way he's treating Anne. Literally, Anne's still sitting around in a tattered piece soap Persian rug that's worn out with old shabby furniture in her house. And your brother is the king, officially the king. Again, I think that this whole issue of I think I'm trying to beat the algorithm. I think this is just a convenient excuse. I think that Charles could care less. I think he just wants to punish everybody in family because he hates his family for what it's worth. Now, I still think it's funny this is happening to Andrew, and if Charles really wanted to stick it to him, he would literally utterly banish Edward, but he won't. He just wants to make Edward suffer. Anyway, they said with just 24 days left, a feeling of panic has gripped the royal household as the clock ticks down for a once-in-a-generation event. Is it once in a generation? Because, Charles, you are 74. I mean, you know what? Let's shut up. Sources revealed that the king and queen consort have been diligently practicing their roles in a mock-up abbey, especially built inside Buckingham Palace. The fact that they cannot get this clown show together and they are still all over the place, and Charles was the one that picked the date because you wanted to stick it to your second-born son. I know Diana is laughing. Now, aides are privately expressing real fears that Charles could stumble on the walk up to the chairs of state where Charles and Camilla sit at the center of Westminster Abbey after being crowned. Let's see. They built a special mock-up alley in Buckingham Palace. Your people are starving, don't have food to eat. But yeah, this seems like a really good thing because for whatever reason, you couldn't take your butts to the Abbey. That I think you guys own. That was a little bit too much. You needed one built in Buckingham Palace. Listen, they said in recent days, master craftsmen have been drafted in to build a ramp up to the 2 throne chairs so the king does not struggle getting to a seat. Another source with detailed knowledge of the plans told how there is huge anxiety over what outfits the royal women will wear, with decisions going down to the wire. Imagine your life being so petty and small that this is like, what are we gonna wear, please? And you know Kate already has something mismatched because Meghan's not giving her any ideas. As the Mirror revealed last month, the disgraced Duke of York was forced to Prince Andrew has still not been told whether he will be allowed to wear the grand velvet robes and glistening insignia denoting his position as a Knight of the Garter. Is it an issue that he's a Knight of the Garter Or is the issue that he gets to wear the robe? Because I would think expelling him from the Knight of Garter, everything with these people is all make-believe. The military honors, everything's make-believe with these people. Let's see what else. They're saying it's fair to say it's down to the wire, but there is a huge confidence everything will go on plan today. This is naturally a huge event. An important point is everyone pulling in the right direction. The king and queen consort wanted to be perfect, as everyone does involved, which is why everything is done to make it so. Listen, this is a mess, and I'm glad it is. And I hope Charles gets out there and makes a fool of himself. They say the service is too long or too complicated. The television audience will turn it off, and that could be devastated. They're not even tuning in. They're not even tuning in. You know it. I know it. Charles knows it. The only person who... Camilla knows it. Camilla doesn't care, though. She just wants to rule over the turn of top. She's a pragmatic evil villainess. Listen, I'm calling it right now. Harry and Meghan are not going to that coronation. King Charles better figure out something else in some other way to get all eyes on him. Because right now, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.